The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Greatness Personified, TGA Moss.
Folks, welcome ringside for OVW Overdrive. Brian Kennerson, Dance, and Stephen Johnson here calling all the action with the debuting TGA Moss.
TGA Moss from heights unreachable. I'm excited to see what he's going to show us here today. He had an absolutely fantastic attitude backstage. He's a great guy. He's been in this not in this company, jeez Louise. He's been in the sport for a while now. He's got a little bit under him. I'm excited to see what we've got here.
And his opponent, the Golden Boy, AJZ.
Steve, I think what we're going to see is some confidence out of TGA Moss. He does call himself Greatness Personified, but he's going to prove that today because he's going up against the Golden Boy, the OVW's resident statuesque man, AJZ.
I mean, this guy's cut from a different, it's not even stone. He's not cut from a different kind of cloth. He's cut from a material not of this planet, not of this universe, of this galaxy. Look at this. Absolute perfection with a pretty little man bun on top.
Steve, AJZ is very, very impressive. He's fast, he's strong, he's agile, and he's smart in the ring. AJZ has everything it takes to get to the top. He's just waiting for that dare to be great moment.
Well, he needs to have that moment soon. You remember this time about a year ago, he was
went one-on-one with Justin Smooth in an impromptu match, Stephen. You're right.
I was going to wait for them to have their lockup here. He was in a bit of a to-do, if you will, with Tony Gunn for the television championship, if you remember correctly.
Yep, Steve, that's the thing. AJZ has flirted with the top of the card, has had incredible matches against the likes of Tony Gunn, Justin Smooth, and he's impressed every single time. I'm telling you, this kid is one big night away from making it to the top. TGA Moss here would like to be impressive in his debut, though taking out someone like AJZ in the beginning would be huge for him, because if you ask TGA Moss, he is heading to the top.
Now, I don't know if AJ is even aware of this. He might not even know who he's in the ring with. So, TGA Moss used to train with AJZ. AJZ has since come to OVW, where he's training with the best and the brightest in professional wrestling.
Steve, there you see TJ Moss saying he's heading to the top. These two just one-upping each other back and forth there. Very competitive, very back and forth. Sign of respect there again, but then TJ Moss goes for that cheap shot.
So Moss comes to me backstage and he says, AJZ, he shook my hand when I came backstage, but he acted as if he doesn't even know me. We trained together for years. So he's got a bit of a personal vendetta, came all the way here for this opportunity against AJZ here tonight.
Now, Steve, if you're AJZ, you're constantly getting calls for modeling jobs, for acting gigs, for interviews, podcasts. You're not going to be able to remember everybody you trained with, but TJ Moss, you can tell he wants to make AJZ remember him here today.
Now, a podcast is going to, it's a waste of his talents, so to speak. This man, he's not for radio.
Oh, did you see that big flip TJ Moss there, Steve?
Oh,
goes right over
absolutely.
AJZ, now gets AJZ down the floor.
Again, he knows AJZ inside and out, and I don't know if AJZ is even aware of that.
See AJZ reeling here now. TJ Moss has really started taking to him in the early goings. Oh, big forearm. AJZ kind of dazed. At least I thought he was. Never mind, turns around on TJ Moss.
And then a big knee. TGA Moss is
How does he do that, Steven?
Unbelievable. The DDT springboarding over the top rope.
Springboard TDT, and then you see TJ Moss there, the ring awareness, able to roll under the rope, Steven. But AJZ, how impressive is that, taking that 235-pound frame and just launching it over the rope like that?
I mean, he's a big guy. He shouldn't be able to move like that, but, I mean, what do I know, right? What do I know? Physics.
AJZ trying to get physical and trying to get that suplex here in TGA Moss. TJ Moss trying to suplex AJZ to the outside.
It was almost all the way to the outside of the ring with that one.
Oh, there goes the hairband, Steven.
Oh, it's over. His powers are all gone.
Oh, AJZ there rolled off TJ Moss. TJ Moss, big cross body. I thought that might be an upset there for a second, Steve.
AJZ has been thrown off of his game time and time again. Again, he doesn't realize that Moss has him scouted.
TGA Moss got that sleeper hold locked in, Steve. Now, AJZ, big, strong guy, but if you can't breathe, you can't fight.
Yeah, you can see the panic in his eyes. You know, you don't get used to not breathing. There's just no way to get used to that.
AJZ trying to fight out of it here, but it looks like TJ Moss has it locked in tight. AJ's having trouble down to a knee even after getting out of it.
Oh, he popped him.
See, there goes we saw him respect you earlier. I think they might be gone after that shot. Oof. Oh, straight to that beautiful face of AJZ. Gets that big chin breaker.
You gotta protect the face, AJZ.
TJ Moss trying to Irish whip AJZ, but AJZ powering out of it. Again with that huge forearm.
He kicks the arm. Oh, and another big boot. AJZ is on Dream Street.
Neither one of these guys can get ahead of the other one, Steven. It's just back and forth, back and forth. Big clothesline there. TJA takes out AJZ again.
Almost had him. AJZ has got to be just in such pain after the destruction that TGA Moss has put him through here tonight.
Steve, these guys have just given it all to each other. Both want to impress OVW management. You can tell. Oh, TJ Moss is set up for that brink of greatness. He's going to hit that double underhook here. No, it's that 262 TKO, Steven.
AJZ hits him.
Out of nowhere. What is this? Just AJZ stretching TJ Moss, Steve. What is this?
And your winner, AJZ.
My goodness, maybe AJZ felt that he needed to take it a little extra to pick up the win, and maybe he did against TGA Moss. Great showing by the newcomer, but at the end of the day, it was the man of steel himself, Superman AJZ.
AJZ showing a little bit of respect here for TGA Moss, but AJZ picks up the impressive win here, Stephen, with that brand new bridging submission. Hope we see more of that. Very impressive new maneuver from a very impressive young man here in OVW, AJZ.